Kanye West sat silently in the dimly lit room, the weight of his thoughts pressing heavily on his mind. The world outside buzzed with the usual energy of Los Angeles, but within these four walls, time seemed to stand still. He glanced over at the framed photograph of his wife, Bianca Censori, smiling radiantly in a stunning yet controversial dress that had recently captured global attention. Little did the public know, behind that smile and the luxurious fabric lay a story that would change Kanye's life forever. It all began on a cool evening in early autumn. The sun had dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the sprawling mansion Kanye and Bianca called home. The air was filled with anticipation as they prepared for an exclusive fashion event that promised to be the highlight of the season. Bianca, ever the fashion icon, had chosen a bold and daring dress designed by a renowned couturier. The dress, with its intricate beadwork and avant-garde silhouette, was a masterpiece. However, it was also provocatively revealing, sparking debates even before it made its public debut. Kanye, always supportive of Bianca's choices, couldn't shake the nagging feeling of unease as she twirled in front of the mirror, her beauty undeniable but overshadowed by a sense of foreboding. He knew the media would feast on this appearance, dissecting every inch of the dress and the statement it made. Yet he pushed his reservations aside, trusting Bianca's judgment and her unwavering confidence. The limousine ride to the venue was a flurry of flashing lights and shouted questions from paparazzi. As they stepped onto the red carpet, the world seemed to hold its breath. Cameras clicked incessantly, capturing every angle of Bianca's dress, the headlines practically writing themselves. Kanye smiled and waved, but his mind was elsewhere, lost in a sea of doubts and fears he couldn't quite articulate. The event was a whirlwind of glitz and glamour, but Kanye couldn't shake the growing sense of dread. He watched as Bianca mingled with the elite, her laughter ringing like a melody in the opulent hall. His heart swelled with pride and admiration, yet the unease persisted, like a shadow that refused to be dispelled. It was in the midst of this glamorous chaos that something extraordinary happened. Later that night, as the festivities began to wind down, Kanye and Bianca found themselves alone on a secluded balcony, the city lights twinkling below them. It was a rare moment of tranquility in their otherwise hectic lives. Kanye wrapped his arms around Bianca, pulling her close, his lips brushing her ear as he whispered, "You were incredible tonight." She turned to him, her eyes sparkling with a mixture of joy and exhaustion. "Thank you, Kanye," she replied, her voice soft and sincere. "I couldn't have done it without you." Suddenly the world around them seemed to blur, and Kanye felt a strange sensation, as if they were being lifted from the ground. He blinked, trying to make sense of what was happening, but the feeling grew stronger, more intense. Panic surged through him as he realized they were no longer on the balcony. Instead, they were floating in a vast expanse of light, a realm that seemed both infinite and indescribable. In that moment, Kanye felt a presence beside him, a figure bathed in a radiant glow. It was Jesus, or at least it looked like him. The figure's eyes were filled with compassion and understanding, and Kanye felt an overwhelming sense of peace wash over him. "Kanye," the figure spoke, its voice like a melody. "You and Bianca have been given a glimpse of the divine. Your journey is far from over, but you must remember this moment and the lessons it holds." Before he could respond, the light faded, and Kanye found himself back on the balcony, clutching Bianca tightly. She looked at him, her expression mirroring his own bewilderment and awe. "Did you?" she began, but he nodded, unable to find the words to describe what they had just experienced. The near-death encounter had left them both shaken, but it had also forged an unbreakable bond between them, a testament to the power of faith and love. As they stood together, gazing out at the city below, Kanye realized that the dress, the event, and the media frenzy were all inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. What truly mattered was the connection they shared and the profound experience that had brought them even closer. The dress that once seemed like a source of regret had become a symbol of their journey, a reminder that even in the face of fear and uncertainty, love and faith would always prevail. The following weeks were a blur of media attention, interviews, and relentless scrutiny. The dress had become a symbol of controversy, with opinions split on whether it was a bold statement of empowerment or an unnecessary provocation. Kanye and Bianca navigated the storm with grace, but the memory of that night lingered in their minds, a constant reminder of their extraordinary encounter. Kanye's music studio became his sanctuary, a place where he could pour his thoughts and emotions into his work. He found himself drawn to themes of faith, redemption, and the transformative power of love. Bianca, too, felt the impact of their experience deeply. She started to explore her own spirituality, seeking answers to the questions that had surfaced that night on the balcony. One evening, as they sat together in their living room, Bianca turned to Kanye with a thoughtful expression. "Do you think we should talk to someone about what happened?" she asked, her voice tinged with uncertainty. Kanye looked at her, recognizing the weight of her words. "I think we should," he replied. "But who can we trust with something like this?" Their search led them to a renowned spiritual advisor, known for his wisdom and discretion. They arranged a private meeting, hoping to find some clarity and guidance. As they recounted their experience, the advisor listened intently, his eyes reflecting a deep understanding. "What you both experienced is rare and profound," he said finally. "It's a gift, but also a responsibility. You must use this experience to inspire others and to deepen your own faith." With renewed purpose, Kanye and Bianca embarked on a journey of spiritual growth. They began to attend services at a local church, immersing themselves in the teachings and the community. They also started to share their testimony, carefully and thoughtfully, with those who could benefit from their story. Their relationship grew stronger, their bond unbreakable. Kanye's music took on a new dimension, infused with a sense of spiritual awakening. His lyrics spoke of divine encounters and the power of love to overcome fear and doubt. Bianca, too, found new avenues to express her creativity, her designs reflecting a deeper understanding of beauty and purpose. As they stood together on a stage, addressing an audience of thousands, Kanye looked into Bianca's eyes and saw the reflection of their journey. "We are here today because of faith, love, and a dress," he began, his voice steady and filled with conviction. "But more importantly, we are here because of a moment that changed our lives forever, a moment that reminded us of the power of the divine and the strength of our connection." The audience listened, captivated by their story. It was more than just a testimony, it was a message of hope and transformation. Kanye and Bianca's journey had come full circle, from a night of glamour and controversy to a life of faith and purpose. And as they stood hand in hand, they knew that their path, though challenging, was guided by something greater than themselves. Months passed, and Kanye and Bianca continued to share their journey with the world, inspiring countless individuals with their story of faith and transformation. Their lives had taken on a new meaning, and they embraced each day with a renewed sense of purpose. One evening, as they sat in their living room, reflecting on the incredible journey they had been on, Kanye received a phone call from a close friend. "Kanye, I think you should turn on the news," the friend said, his voice filled with urgency. Kanye grabbed the remote and switched on the television. The screen was filled with images of people from all walks of life, gathered in cities around the world, holding up signs that read, "Faith over fear and love conquers all." News anchors reported on the global movement that had been sparked by Kanye and Bianca's testimony. People were coming together, inspired by their story, to spread messages of hope and unity. It was a testament to the profound impact that their experience had on the world. Kanye and Bianca exchanged a look of awe and gratitude. They had never imagined that their journey would resonate so deeply with so many people. "We did this together," Kanye said softly, taking Bianca's hand in his. "And it's only the beginning." As they continued to share their message, they found themselves invited to speak at events, churches, and conferences around the world. Each time they spoke, They could see the impact their words had on the audience. Tears, smiles, and expressions of hope filled the faces of those who listened. One particular event stood out. It was a large gathering at a historic cathedral, filled to capacity with people eager to hear their story. As Kanye and Bianca took the stage, they felt the weight of the moment. This was their chance to make a lasting impact. Kanye began to speak, his voice steady and filled with conviction. We stand before you today, not as celebrities, but as witnesses to the power of faith and love. Our journey has been one of transformation, guided by a divine encounter that reminded us of what truly matters in life. Bianca continued, her voice carrying the same strength and sincerity. In a world filled with challenges and uncertainties, we found solace in our faith and in each other. We hope that our story can inspire you to find the same strength within yourselves and to never lose sight of what is truly important. The audience was moved to tears, their applause echoing through the cathedral. It was a moment of profound connection, a testament to the power of their message. Kanye and Bianca knew that their journey had come full circle and that they had found their true calling. As they left the stage, they felt a sense of peace and fulfillment. Their near-death experience had been a catalyst for a journey that changed their lives and the lives of countless others. It was a reminder that even in the face of fear and uncertainty, love and faith would always prevail. And as they walked hand in hand into the future, they knew that their story was far from over. It was just the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with hope, purpose, and the unshakable belief that they were on the right path.